up a 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now Foles. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Johnson running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Foles. Shedding through the defense. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Hard throw, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Freeman. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And some room to work. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
In motion right is Jones. Now Gordon on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Foles. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first and 10, Knight. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chandler Jones. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down. Knight. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the offense lining up first and 10.
Back, Philly, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. 3-19. Watching that black guy in that belly. Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Knight. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball is knocked out.
Frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down carry here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, Right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Off-play action. Knight. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Dumping it off for Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. On second down, Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go to Johnson again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on second down. Knight. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go now. Leopard. 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 All right, here we go. 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Knight. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go. Gun.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. Leopard. 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 Check 26. Check 26. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Over. Jim. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Knight. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run here with Freeman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the...
David Johnson on his way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Watching that one. All right, here we go. Detroit.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit. Back Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield. That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 30. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Back 99. No. Check. Patriots. Here you go now.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
No. Check. Patriots. Here we go now. Blue, 90. Over. Set. Bleed, 19.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go. Bleed, 19.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Freeman again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Forced out to his left. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And